Hey everybody, Spencer here from Rock Band Opals. It's our fourth unboxing video today. This is from Opals on Facebook, from a gentleman called Jamie King, who's been doing this for about 11 years now, I believe. This is one of what I would call one of the more boutique sellers on Facebook. You get the big sellers, you know, they're doing auctions 3 times a week, you know, probably pushing out 1,000 parcels a week to people. And then you get some of the smaller ones. Opals is definitely one of the smaller ones. That doesn't mean the standard and the quality of the rocks is worse at all. In fact, you're going to see today, this is a pretty amazing parcel that I got from Jamie. So go check him out, Opals on Facebook. Link will be in the description below. So go have a look and hope you enjoyed today's unboxing video. Okay everyone, so as I said, there's the 20 pieces that came in this package from Opals here. Each of them came individually wrapped, as I said, so put them all in here to sort of stop all the rustling that we're getting in between some of the openings on the previous videos, and we'll just sort of go through this pretty amazing high-end package actually. For the money, this is one of the best packages that I've seen from any of the vendors that I buy from. I've been very, very impressed with this. So as I've sort of unwrapped them, let's start to share them with you. So let's take a look here. First piece here. Hoping that focusing is much better on this camera than it is on a phone camera. I'm using here an Olympus TG6 camera, fully waterproof camera, always good for doing the cutting videos. Boulder is a dirty beast at the best of times. You can see here plenty of colour within this opal here. Some really nice bands, got blues, there's pinks in here, darker blues. Really, really nice actually. On the other side here, you can see it goes right the way through. Obviously, there's quite a lot of the outside of the boulder that's got to come off here. It's pretty thin actually. It'll be interesting to see what's under here. Yeah, from this it's clear opal's running right the way through this boulder. Nice to expose some of that and see what we've got. So that's a lovely first piece to look at here. About 3 centimeters by 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter thick, so nice chunk, nice sort of pendant size. I'm going to get some interesting stuff out of that. Moving on, let's have a look at let's take another piece here. I'm just sort of going randomly here. Again, this is sort of really nice. I think this is Opalton. This comes from this boulder opal. Some beautiful blues, teals, pinks within that. Again, you can see it comes all the way through here, so there's a lot more stuff in there. Again, good sized chunk here, 4 centimeters, 3 by 3 centimeters, and about 2.5 centimeters deep here as well at its deepest points. So some absolutely gorgeous colours in this. An interesting challenge about where are your faces in this one, because there's so much of it. There's quite a good face there, there's another face potentially there. Could come along some of the seams here and try and find the faces. Yeah, interesting challenge, that one. Good challenge to have though. So there's 20 pieces in here, so we'll keep going. I'm just going to pick stuff at random, to be honest with you. Again here, oh there we go. Beautiful colour bands in this. All sorts of colours, full spectrum along those little bands. It's a sort of edge of a nut here really. I mean, you've got the outside here, it's sort of been split open there. Probably a lovely second half to this nut somewhere. You can see all of the different colours in there. Probably just face off this flat really. Take off the outer edge. Bam, beautiful pendant. Lovely. Next piece. Yeah, got some blue running through that. Some nice crystal here with some pinks and reds, greens, all sorts of colours here actually. Nice face across there, cut it across, nice pendant there, and then you've got all the rest of it here to explore. Find another face to pendant. Okay, gorgeous matrix opal there. I think this is actually, a lot of this is bubble opal. And you get this these sort of bubbles form, and inside each one of the bubbles you get this lovely matrix of opal. Going right the way through. Really, really pretty. Beautiful colour bar in that. Dig that out and explore. Perfect Dremel job, that one. Expose that and then cut. There's plenty of other seams in here. There doesn't seem to be any colour in them, but you never know until you look. Just because there's no colour here doesn't mean 2mm in there's tons of colour. You know, it's just placing these seams here, you can see there's colourful opal in this rock, so it doesn't mean it's just there, it can be elsewhere as well. I always love these make beautiful pendants with these sort of claw, they look like claw marks, that someone's scratched down the face here. Quite a popular seller, that, especially for men. They seem to like that pattern. You can turn it over here, all sorts of other things too. Clearly that opal runs right the way through. So you have a double-faced side here. It's probably just about thick enough that you could get, maybe take that piece off there with a trim saw and you get some more to play with, a bit of a smaller piece here, but maybe worth taking this down a little more, just trying to expose a little bit more there. Lovely little stone. I mentioned Jamie Oz Opals here on Facebook, and does a whole range of different boulder rocks. I mean, let's say one of the more boutique little sellers probably has somewhere between 5 and 10 different parcels up a week. First one to claim it on the Facebook page gets it. You can also PM him as well, who can put together some custom parcels for you if you're after something in particular. Superb pricing from him. I mean, this stuff was a steal for what it is. I mean, this is really high grade boulder opal. All sorts of colours in this. Lovely little rock. Oh, hello. A little crystal nut there. All sorts of colours going on in that. So these things come through from him usually as sort of slabs, roughs, rubs, cuts, all sorts of things. Don't think he particularly does too many finished stones. Certainly not the price he sells them. But this stuff, that's a rub. Quite a lot of work left to do on it, but it's you already exposed some of the good stuff for you, so you know what's in it. Right, I'm going to show you this top corner now. So this can happen during postage. This rock is actually broken. So you've got to accept the fact that very occasionally these things happen. Parcel companies, and in this case it was Australia Post coming into the Royal Mail in the UK. Things get knocked around, and so sometimes these rocks break. And this is actually a pretty huge slab here of rock that's broken into 3 separate pieces. Interestingly, where it's broken though, is right along the opal. So those of you that love splitting opal, it's almost done the job for you here. It's exposed, it shows all the way through here. You know, you've got to take off the edge, and then you've just got opal for miles. Plenty to play with here. You can see those gorgeous blues, and you have light blues, dark blues there. You know, that in itself is a lovely face, but then when you see the colours there, you know, just grind that down to a flat face, see what I get there, and then you've got, you know, slice, you get about 3 pendants out of that little bit of rock. Really a huge amount of opal in there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, sometimes these things break. But when it's this good quality, I'm really not that unhappy about it. You know, it's almost sort of done some of the exploration work for me. I mean, that's a gorgeous piece in and of itself. If you look at some of the other pieces here, this is the other smaller piece. Again, plenty of opal in there. So it's not disappointing. So this rock here, yeah, over 100 grams. The whole parcel itself here, yeah, probably something in the region of, I think it was about 1.5 kilos, the whole package. So again, tons of opal in there. You can see as it's split through there. You know, it's all the way through it. Probably 5 or 6 minimum pendants out of this. Gorgeous rock. Yeah, good chunk here. Patterns on it. Oh, look at that side. Look at that. Pinks, greens, teals. Lovely. Big, thick chunk here as well. Probably 1.5 centimeters thick. Easy cut that into 2. Straight down the middle there. Got lovely patterns on the edge there. Square up, nice rectangular pendant there. And then you've got other things here. It's like a serpent type shape there. Do all sorts of things with that. Lovely. Another big slab here. Right the way through that opal goes. I mean, this, you know, it's tempting to go along these seams here and expose them, see what you get. You know, again, you've got nice colour there already. You know, you've got a bit of extra colour in there as well. Be interesting to see how deep those go. I mean, when you sort of go around the corner here, you can see most of them, they go right the way through. So probably your faces are along here. You just need to go and expose them, you know, cap down close and then Dremel the final bit maybe. A lot of colour in that. So a bit of conglomerate here. You know, you've got all the different nuts in there. You know, this, I mean, there's not much actual opal colour in here. So quite a bit of white opal, but it's not the most colourful of rocks. But it is a beautiful piece of rock. You know, it's again probably 3 pendants out of this. Probably, you know, I'd say certainly sort of tailored more towards the sort of male pendants. You never know what you're going to find in there as well. So lovely bit of conglomerate. Again, loads of colourful bars in this, right the way through. Can have a bit of a dig and a play with that one. That's lovely. Again, those sort of scratch mark types patterns there. Come off at the top there, see how deep they go. Even that side, lovely. And you've got blues and teals and greens in there. It's going to polish up to be beautiful. Keep forgetting to find things behind the back of the box here. Again, a big chunk of boulder here. Lots of colour. Lovely. Look at this big piece here. Jamie's pretty generous here with sizes. I mean, these are, nothing in here was small. And this, again, got to be over 100 grams, this one piece. It's about 7 centimetres across. 2 centimetres thick at its thickest there. Loads of colour in here. Flip it over. You can see it all coming through here as well. Just starting. Rub that down a bit, expose a bit more, find out what's in there. A lot of edge to come off here. Edge to the boulder needs to sort of come off. Be quite messy when you do that, especially with cabbing wheels and Dremels. This stuff quite soft, so it comes off on your fingers. It does need a good clean up, this rock, but once you get that sort of heart-shaped piece of boulder opal out in the middle there, you've got a lot of interesting things you're going to be able to do with that. Oh, there's colour in this one. Look at this. There's reds, there's pinks, there's blues, oranges. Who knows what else might be in this. You can see opals running all the way through this rock. It's just finding the really good stuff and making it the face. The shape of it makes this a little bit of a challenge. Sometimes these bars that the colour are very, very thin, and you don't want to lose them by sort of grinding it down too much. But also, when dealing with pendants, you do typically want flat faces. It sits against the skin often, so you don't want any sort of sharp bits or things like that. So, great exploratory rock with huge amounts of potential. Little pinks in there, all sorts of interesting stuff. Lovely rock again here. Look at this. Those colours of the sea, greens to whites, a few blues in there. You've got really colourful bar in there as well. Interesting to see how deep that goes. Right then. I think what we have left here is the ultimate chunk. So, talked about sort of bubble matrix. All of this stone here, all of these little bubbles will have opal in it. When you look at where it's exposed here, you can see it's all the way through this thing. Colour everywhere, and you can sort of see even here, like on the edge, just this little bit of bubble that's sort of sticking out here. There's multicolour bar just there. Got to get in there and get it out. So I mean, this you can see here from the palm of my hand how big this rock is. I mean, this thing on its own must weigh 250 grams. This is really massive, heavy chunk. There's a potential to get 10 or more pendants out of this. And out of the price I paid for this, you're looking to 10x your money. Do that work to get it out, but half the fun with this stuff is getting it out. I mean, it's like looking for the opal, finding it, chasing it. Don't win them all, but when you do win, it's fun. So that was the 20 stone package or parcel that I got from Jamie at Oz Opals. For the money, one of the best buys I've ever done. Astonishingly good quality of stones there. Please go check him out on Facebook, Oz Opals. PM him. He can do some great parcels up if you don't see any there that you like. What I would say, he also is a master at what he calls the $4 stones. You might get a pack of $24 stones from him. They might not have a huge amount of colour in them, but oh my god, the quality of the actual patterning of the stones and things like that, superb. Please go check him out, and hope you enjoyed this video.